Do you have any idea the game was going to start like this?
No, not really. You know, we were told before that it was going to be a physical game, and but I didn't expect it to start like that. No.
Are you glad it did?
I mean, you know, it got everybody going. Kind of, I think, brought the momentum to our side probably, and it ended up working out for us.
What precipitated your battle there at the beginning?
I mean, I don't know. That's what happens in hockey. I mean, there's a few words exchanged, and you know, and things happen. So there was really you know, no forewarning or anything like that. It just happened.
It wasn't premeditated to go out there and establish yourself with these guys?
I mean, it wasn't. I didn't think about it beforehand, but you know, once the game started, like I said, there's a few words exchanged, and that's what happened. But it wasn't something I had planned, or I don't think the other guys had planned either. It just happens.
What did you say to him? What did he say to you?
I don't remember.
Was that your first chance to play against Cook since that hit that you took a couple years ago against Ottawa?
Yeah. Last year I played against him. He was suspended, so yeah, it was.
So that had nothing to do with tonight?
No, not really. I mean, it was 2 years ago. I mean, a lot of things happen in hockey. If you hold on to something that happens 2 years ago, I mean, I don't think it does you much good. So, unfortunately, as much as you love to hate Steve Ott, he's a pretty valuable player for them, and he plays hard. And but it wasn't something that you know, I held a grudge over.
We know they're a physical team, and we knew that before heading into the game, and we wanted to obviously respond and show that it's our building, and you know we wanted to be physical. I mean, it wasn't necessarily supposed to be a fight, but you know it happened that way, and our guys did a great job responding and doing that. But also, I think the team had to respond for these guys that chipped in and fought with goals, and I think we did that also.
Say something about the unity of this team?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we're a tight group. We've always said that, and we all know that we get along really well off the ice, and we try to bring that on the ice. And you know, I think that Farron's fight is the best example, just by showing that he took a shot after the whistle and on Tuukka, and Andy responded right away. So I think it showed our unity, and we got to keep going.
Bergie, talk about wanting to show up for Tuukka, because things have been tough for him this year.
Well, you know, part of it is our fault, to be honest with you. He's got the numbers are unbelievable. He doesn't get his wins, but part of it is our fault as teammates, and you know, we need to step up and give him a good effort in front of him, and you know, we did that tonight, but also I think he made some amazing saves and kept us in the game. So he's doing great. He's doing awesome, and he's just got to keep going.
Is this about as good a stretch as you've ever had? The one you're on now?
I don't know. A couple years back, felt like I was, you know, running up those numbers, and you know, to be honest, I stopped thinking about that, but I feel good. And
tonight with the goals, what did it mean for you?
You know, it's nice to see some offensive power, especially the way we started the game. You know, 3 fights and then response with 4 goals. That's a good sign, and they helped me out a lot today.
Do you think the fights were partly to show that they were going to show up for you too, because you didn't get much offensive support in your other starts?
I didn't think it had anything to do with me. We knew they're a tough team to play against. They got some toughness in their lineup too, and then they wanted to challenge, and our guys responded pretty good. And, you know, got the goals after that. So you know, it's more of a team thing, not just trying to get show one guy something. You know.
Tuukka, what did it mean to bounce back, you and the team, after they cut it to 1 goal?
It was huge. You know, Tough goals. Yeah, I get to look at them too. Maybe I could have done something differently, but they made some nice plays there, and we took the time out and kind of regrouped, and then responded again with a couple of goals, or one goal first, and get us back in the track there. And it's a good sign.
Was that Claude's way of saying just take a deep breath, let's just reset ourselves?
Yeah, I think so. There were two pretty quick goals too, and the way they scored them, I don't think we were fully ready, and we just had to take a step back and regroup.
I want to take it. Yeah, for nothing. No, that's unfortunate. It would have been nice to see him get another one.
I guess you owe him one down the road.
Sorry?
I guess you owe him one down the road, maybe.
I think I owe him more than one.
The start of the game like that was, I mean, you don't see these guys that often. What precipitated all the hard feelings?
Yeah, I think last time they came in here, there was a bit of bad blood carried over from that, and they have a pretty tough team over there, and I think they want to try to intimidate us a bit, but the guys did a great job of stepping up and taking control.
Thanks, Brad. So it actually went all the way back to that game,
Yeah, I think
that game here.
Yeah, a lot of people might have expected the same thing, and maybe they wanted to try and do the same thing, but it backfired a bit.
What was the feeling on the game in '81 when the North Stars were here and set the penalty minute record for?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it, but maybe they want to try and do the same thing. It was a lot of fun playing, that's for sure.
What was the feeling on the bench, Brad, when those 3 fights happened in succession like that?
Guys get really excited. It's a lot of fun to see that, and especially when fights kind of go in your favor. You get really excited. A lot of adrenaline on the bench, and it really carries over onto the ice.
We just, like you said, we just continued the game from last time they were here. I mean, we talked about it before the game, not about going out and starting like that, but about the fact that they have a team that's similar to ours that can get their noses dirty, and that being in the West as tight as it is, we know that they're desperate for wins here. I think they've dropped a few of their recent games, so it's what we expected, but not exactly what we planned, I guess. But that's the way it shakes out.
That game obviously put Pelican to a great run 2 years ago. You're already in the midst of a pretty good run since that Atlanta game, but do you think you can build off of this win as well?
Well, one of the good things that we did that year and we've established over the last few is when our team is emotionally and physically involved, we're a very good team, and we've proven that the other way around too. And when it's not there, we lose games. Go back to even the Carolina series a couple years ago. I think that's what almost all of us pointed our fingers at that was missing. So we know that has to be there for us to be successful, and it's good.
Just kind of made eye contact and didn't even say anything. We just kind of nodded
up behind you. Sorry.
From there.
Do you have any idea the game was going to start out the way it started?
No, but we knew they were a physical team, and we wanted to show that we weren't going to back down. And Soupy got things started there, and then it kind of just, like I said, just went from there.
Who nodded first? Was you or him? Or was it kind of mutual? Oh, why not?
Yeah, I think so. I saw him coming out on the ice, and I was just looking at him and kind of gave him the nod, and that's about it.
No words exchanged?
No.
Just the nod?
Yeah, that was it.
And you knew what to do?
Yeah.
Was a game like this too for team unity?
Well, I think it helps. I think it just shows that guys are going to stick up for themselves and for one another. And the guys responded really well there after 7-3 fights with the effort, and it was a good feeling coming in the room after the first.
How do you keep focus? Obviously you guys were all jacked up after 3 fights in 4 seconds, but how do you keep focus for the business and hockey?
Well, that's just part of it. I mean, we've all played the game long enough that we've been in different situations, and you have to refocus. Maybe scoring a goal early or getting scored against early or something like that. But it's a long game. You have to just refocus for the next shift.
Were all those fights? Were all those fights the product of stuff that went on the ice, or was there any bad blood going into this thing with these guys?
I don't know if there's any bad blood. Like I said, just that they have a physical team. I think we do too, and both teams were gonna show that they weren't gonna back down, kind of thing. Yeah, it was just, I mean, disappointing. I was pretty excited. It was my first of the year, but I guess that stuff happens. It's just too bad that it had happened in that situation.
Have you looked at taking the
I just
buy the call?
Well, I kind of saw a quick replay there just on the bench, but I don't know. I'll have to look at it again.
Could you tell how much the fans were into this game? Just
Oh,
by the way
yeah.
it started?
Yeah.
And how much do you feed off that?
Well, the fans are usually pretty good, and you know, they were pretty crazy tonight, and we do you know, get added energy, added motivation when they're, you know, into the game like that, and it's a fun atmosphere to play in.
Do you think this team needed a game like this?
Well, I think it's a good way to start at home here after the break. You know, coming to the stretch run and to get you know, people excited, and you know, we're excited. So it was nice to come out with that kind of effort.
The result just of things that went on the ice, or was there some carryover coming into the game?
No carryover. I think Soupy's was carryover, and mine not so much. Just didn't really like them coming in and trying to set presence, I guess. So we all answered the bell and played well. I think you know, the guys that score the goals made us look smart by scoring those goals too. So
Was your fight at all precipitated by the fact that Soupy got bloodied in his?
No. It didn't matter what happened there. Soupy did a great job. You're gonna get punched in the face in a fight. That happens. I think they put him on the ice. Obviously, I fought Barchi a bunch of times. I played with him. They put him out. It's probably for a reason at that point. So he asked, and I obliged.
Did you know Campbell had something planned? I mean, you went to take the opening faceoff, and he lines up at wing.
I think you know the answer to that question without me having to answer it.
To hear from you.
So how do you guys keep focused? Obviously, the juices are flowing. 3 fights in 4 seconds. How do you get back to the business of winning a hockey game?
I don't think it's that hard, actually. It's adrenaline's going. I think, you know, when the fights happen, the rest of the guys it might help you get focused more. It's probably easier, to tell you the truth.
What's it like
that you won the
just
fights?
2 more questions.
What's that?
Help that you won the fights to take.
A fight's a fight. I mean, whatever. It's some guys did well, so I don't like to really talk about other guys losing fights because it's not an easy thing to do. It's a lot easier to stand back and judge somebody than it is to actually get in there and get punched in the face. So
Was
Is it
there
fun watching this team stick up for each other?
Yeah, we know we're a tight-knit group in here, and we've shown it many a time this season. So that doesn't surprise me in the least.
Was there an unusual level of camaraderie in the penalty box? You guys all seem to be enjoying the time together.
I mean, you always pat the guy on the back when he does that. That's pretty common, actually. As a team, we've played a lot of good periods. So I mean, obviously it was up there.
All right, guys. Sorry.
Well, usually against Dallas, it's always interesting here in this building, and had some interesting games. And you know, when we got their starting lineup, you know, their top 2 lines were on. We knew they wanted to obviously start with a physical edge to their game, and we were ready for that.
Was it good to see your team stand up for each other the way they did?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was an opportunity for us to step up for each other, and we did, and that it certainly played in our favor. I think we're a team that can handle that, and guys seem to be ready for it, and certainly that part of it was good. And then those 2 quick goals also was proof that we were ready to play.
Coach, 2-part question. Danny Paille's hit, did you think it was clean, and how do you think the league might respond?
Well, number one, I think I'm one of those guys that respects what the league and the players and general managers and everybody, including ourselves, have decided to do in regards to hits to the head. So I'm certainly going to let them make that decision, and I'm going to respect that decision. Having said that, you know, I looked at the hit. I know that certainly wasn't intentional. If anything, Sotheby came through the slot and he was reaching. He lost the puck and was reaching for it, so he was a little low. So, you know, I guess there's an argument to be made there, and that's why there's lots of meetings about that stuff. You know, as far as whose responsibility is it. At one point, I don't know if Dan could have stopped or if he could have done something different. But, you know, again, going to let the league look at it. I'm going to certainly support my player, and I know for a fact that he certainly wasn't. He was, if anything, he was going shoulder to shoulder. But anybody who saw the replay saw him keeled over, and the referee made the call that he felt he had to make at the time, and that I respect that as well. What's the second part? Or did I answer both?
Yeah, you answered.
Okay.
Coach, after a break like that, the All-Star break, coming back home, big homestand starting, to come out like that in your own building the first minute, how important is that?
Well, I don't think we staged it. It's just one of those things where, again, I mentioned it this morning, I had a feeling it was going to be a physical game, because it always is with these two teams, and it was just nice to see us ready for whatever was going to be thrown our way, and we were ready to take charge of our situation. This was our building, and we were ready to be physical. We were ready to be strong on the puck and win the hockey game. And they're a team that has been pretty successful this year, and they're a well-balanced team in my mind, anyway. So we knew it was going to be a good challenge, and I just thought it was nice to see our guys ready for that.